Well, here we are, friends. A rainy day. Quite a rainy day. I guess we've got a tropical depression coming through and stretches down pretty far south, I guess somewhere, around Virginia. And here we are in North Jersey getting clobbered as well. Oh my gosh. A lot of rain. Uh, I think I think the rivers can handle it. The Muskie isn't really that deep right now, and deep enough. I mean, it's about normal. But even if it went up another foot, I don't think it would cause much trouble. So, and it doesn't appear to be real windy, at least not at the moment. So, I don't know. I don't think it's. I think it's more of a tropical storm than a hurricane, at least so far. Knock wood. Right. Let's hope. But boy, I was thinking when I lived down south, as you know, I lived in the Carolinas. We would get a hurricane now and then come through Wilson, North Carolina, which was fairly far inland, but still in the flatlands. So we could get clobbered pretty good. But honestly, when I was down there, I didn't think the few hurricanes that came through while I lived there really. I didn't see any houses blowing away or anything. We'd have to go out and maybe get people that were trapped in low-lying depressions in the highway. Maybe a river came over its banks and, 1 or 2 feet of water in the where the bridge was or once was. Stuff like that. Nothing, at least knock wood, while I was there, nothing really horrible happened. Uh, I'm sure some real bad ones came through with the winds and all blowing houses away and stuff. But you know where something and it seems funny to think of it as happening, but when my first wife and I, Molly and I, moved into north central Pennsylvania, if I recall right, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this, we moved in the year just after a hideous storm came through Pennsylvania. Can't think of the name of what the name of the hurricane was, but I believe it came up the Chesapeake. And yeah, it stayed right in the Chesapeake, went through Harrisburg up into the Wilkes-Barre area, and man, it ripped Pennsylvania a new one, if I recall right. Oh my gosh! Well, of course, Pennsylvania being a mountainous state, a lot of the roads are, sort of like on cutouts. They cut out a section of the mountain, prop it up with rock and stuff. Some of that was falling apart. The valleys, which are very steep, filled with flood water, and houses actually came off the foundations. I mean, you could go down into Williamsport while all this was happening, and in the Susquehanna River, and I think it was one of the branches of the Susquehanna River, there were houses and cabins and trailers just flipping end over end going downstream. And I think some people did pass away. They the flooding, I think again because of the mountains coupled with the heavy rain and the wind and trees coming down and blocking the path of the water. It was sincere, man. And you wouldn't you'd look at Pennsylvania and say, well, heck, maybe they'd have a blizzard or maybe some snow would fall off a mountain and cause an avalanche or something. But you wouldn't think of it as being a hideous target for a hurricane, but it was. Again, I think this was. You could probably look it up on YouTube, but let's see, we moved out to Pensy around 70, I think around 78, something like that, in that neck of the woods. And yeah, it was hairy. I know in the town we lived in, Forksville, I believe a whole bunch of logs came off the mountain. Of course, dirt from the cliffs, rocks from the cliffs, and it all got stuck in a bridge. And I think a house or two, like a summer cabin, came loose and hit, and there was all this debris on the main bridge, on the bridge that carried the main highway from Forksville, to and from Forksville. And I think it knocked the bridge for a loop. I think it may have actually come off its moorings, shall we say? And it was awful. And then when it broke loose, there was like a mini flash flood went down the stream too, which didn't necessarily help anyone who had a cabin along the river. It was it was hairy, man. I'll tell you. I don't know if you could look it up. You'd have to look north central Pennsylvania hurricanes, and I would think this one again would have been like 76, 77, 78, something like. Well, no, wait a minute. No, it would have had to be even a little earlier, more like 73, 74, the lower 70s. Yeah, and take a look and see. I think you'll be amazed. It was a doozy, if I recall right. Because let's see, we moved there right after Burgess was born. Now that I think about it, so he was actually born in 75, so this could have been 76, 75, maybe 74. And you'll be impressed if there's newsreel footage of it. Whoa, it was a mess. Anyway, I just thought I'd say. I know the town of Forksville, where I lived, I think somehow managed, I think got hit a little, but it wasn't too awful bad. Mostly it was timber coming down out of the mountains, and of course, lots of mud and rocks and stuff getting stuck. And I guess maybe like I said, a summer cabin or two. But I think most everyone in Forksville got away okay. Just yeah, it was one of those white knuckle moments, right? Yeah, I would say yeah, mid 70s. You take a look and see what you think. Yeah, 1970, of course. Okay. Anyway, I thought I'd say. I'll catch you later, friends. God bless and stay dry. I think this one will pass by without too much grief. Let's hope anyway. Okay. God bless. You know, Lord's Prayer moment. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory forever. So be it. And yeah, river, stay away from my door. Okay, we'll see you. Bye now.